We have several we're going to try and do today. I don't know if we'll have enough time to get through all of them before first chat. Different problems. Starting with the Hitman that I made the other day. Hey, I don't remember. Anyway, we're going to use that base. Oh, I know why it's cutting. It is because I moved it all the way out of the way. Is that better? I had to crawl underneath my desk early. Cool. I'm switching over to YouTube chat if you want. So that on the side here. Reference photo we're using. That down. Oh, that's right under my logo. Probably a better spot anyway. Okay, so first we're gonna go to the eyebrows. Definitely. Okay. His eyes have a light blue. I have some other pictures that I'm using for reference. Well, the ones that you gave me. I have those off to the side, but at least people will be able to see kind of going for. throw a beard on there, and then I'll change the color of it and change the style a little bit. This may be the one we end up with, but I think it's probably gonna be. It can be up to you. But first we'll go with the oh, I'm on the top of the head here. That's not gonna. It starts out kind of this little bit redder there. And then it goes to almost a brown. Darker there. Okay. Brown a little bit, but it's still mostly red. Kind of in that vein. Bring a little bit less dye and a little bit more variation. Kind of close. Let me. Because the other picture I'm looking at has it looking very bright red, and the picture here, it's looking more brown. So you think something in the middle there? You can always go a little bit darker with it here, and it still has that red hint, but it's a little bit closer to what you have in the photo that we're currently looking at. Throw stubble on there. Makes a little bit of a difference on the upper cheeks. Do you want it even darker than this? Okay, so this is pretty good. One actually doesn't look too. And again, this is the lighting in game tends to be a little bit harsher. So even though he looks kind of dark here, he will lighten up in game. Um, 1, 3. Oh, 8 looks pretty decent. No, he doesn't have as much crease on his forehead. I mean, this one is not bad, but the other thing that we're kind of looking at is like around the eyes. Each of these has different amounts of like bag and texture under the eye, and also around, like, if we hide his beard for a sec. So if we take the beard off for a sec, then you can see on the texture how like around the cheeks here, like there's a little bit more of a crease there. And that's one of the things I keep telling them they really need to separate from these, because right now you have the same skin color selected here on the palette. But then when you change the texture, it also changes the melanin and it changes the highlights on the face. And those should all be individually separate. Like, we should really be able to have the like, if I want to put crow's feet, I should be able to control just the texture of this eye. I should be able to manipulate all of it independently, and we can't right now. This one, if it didn't have so much rosacea, I would say would be a good option, because it does have a little bit more of the crease that he has there. And that was just really sunburnt. Like, there's not even really a way, even if you go full, like, all the way white, you can't remove kind of that sunburnt look back here. Bad. If I add some freckles down a little bit better, and we'll throw his beard back. His is definitely cooler than that. And then definitely has his upper lid more visible. Make sure that the patch hasn't dropped yet. I'll definitely finish this one anyway. But nope, still 11 hours since the last patch note. But just changing the little bits of like shape in the eye and the distance apart and all that can really have an effect of how much it looks like the person. These tend to be a little bit more closed. We still don't have the upper lid visible. And it's not a very intuitive setup that they have right here for how each part moves. Why a lot of people have trouble with the character creator. I am going to darken up his eyebrows, especially because the levels of detail that they have on eyebrows are kind of messed up right now. So, like, if you zoom out and you go, like, all the way to review, like, the eyebrows almost disappear. And so, like, even though you can see them here and they are kind of dark, they're not going to show up nearly that dark in game. And so we want to kind of go, like, as black as we can, and just have a little bit of red there you can still see. Back here and change it a little bit on skin tone. Here's a little bit more shape. And do we want to do stubble on top of the head, or do we want to go all the way cube bald? Okay. Save this again. Up a little bit less on the freckle. Sunspots, we'll see if they can. No, not really. Nah. It would be nice if we could move them around to like add a little bit more face texture, but we really are limited in when and how much. That's pretty close. How's a little farther apart? Yeah, I didn't see the sunspots on the top. I don't understand. Okay. Um, do you see anything else you'd like me to add or change to it? Or does this look like your friend? Got it. Why they always started there. I can send you screenshots as well if you want. Cool. Oh, I don't think I got that other one, but if you want, I can open it up. I can add some little bit of highlights and whatever in the bottom of the beard if he wants. Because those I'm seeing now. Go to beard color. I can't put that one up. That one's the better picture for some angles of his face, but it doesn't show as much of his face. Yeah, no worries. If you want, you can send him this link. I don't know if you can copy it from. Nope, that one. I think the one that I sent to you in Messenger should still work. Cool. Yeah. Looking now, the brow. I'm not sure if there's a way, just because we're like really limited in the eyebrows. Like his kind of stop about here, they fade a little bit, and we don't really have a good way to fade them right now. Yeah, this is still the brow that I'd pick. Yeah, and I'm always, again, if he wants me to, or if you want me to change it up, I can do that. I'm gonna save it the way that it is right now. Cool, I'm glad. Um, Let me save it, and then I'll send you the link, and you can share it with him. Then we'll get on to your AI ones. Thank you. So, AI one. I'll do a Cyberpunk George Clooney first. We'll watch Papa John evolve into. Do you have a name for him? Thank you, Ricky. I guess if I spell it Clooney, then it looks less loony. I can always rename it later to Short Beard. And cropped. You like that one or that one better? I mean, there's other ones in between, but kind of in between. There. Oh, my mouse stuck. The older, kind of salt and pepper haired guy. Oh, I do. You're right. Let me open this one. I'll save it first and edit really quickly so that it's cropped. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the AI characters. Do they have names? Okay, gotcha. Cool. Well, then I'll just do the girl. What's her name? No worries. We have our default here. Save. And I can go through the hairstyles. I don't remember if you said there was a specific one that you wanted. Oh, I also have a lot more of a delay than I normally do. Or not more than I normally do. The last time I streamed, I didn't have much of a delay, but I usually have a pretty bad delay. Shaved on one side. I don't know if they're shaved on one side, but we'll do what we can. So there's like this one with hair up. There is this with that's super short. Hair is shaved. I guess that's probably the closest we have to shaved on one side. Don't know if there is a longer haired one. That's fuller hair. Gotta be long hair. Okay. There's this one. One of the pictures you sent, it looks like kind of like that, but yours has it shaved. Yeah, again, if you don't mind dreads, like this is long with the sides shaved, but that's not exactly what you were going for. There's a mullet. I wish we could like change the lengths of different zones of the hair. Okay. I almost nailed that in one shot. Go a little purpler if you like. Oh, I'm looking through my photo directories right now because I turned off OneDrive, so I had all my stuff stored locally, and then all of a sudden it decided that it wanted to reactivate OneDrive, and so now I have like a bunch of files that aren't in the directories they're supposed to be in. Is really annoying. Well, just in the folder too. I only have like multiple gigs of pictures. Here we go. There, save. Little darker. So you still have kind of a little tinge of some violet on the ends there. And I can fade that. Come on. Didn't mean to click that. Back. Wow. And yeah, it's not even showing the right color anymore. Go with see, we need better eyebrows too. Like I should be able to fade the length of the eyebrows and where they sit and all that stuff. Turn off makeup for now. I just get kind of the face shape we're looking for first. First, her eyebrows need to. This is kind of a tricky part right here because you want it to have like a sharp jawline that's like defined, but you don't want it to come across as like ultra masculine, which a sharp jawline often does. And then also you just have the normal character creator wonkiness. Has higher cheekbones. Uh, and I'm gonna pause on the face shape for a sec. He says, and then goes back. Um, Pause on the face shape for a sec so that I can mess with the skin texture so we can get that looking like how you want it. She has a little bit more of a tan, but we're gonna have to mess with that anyway. Turn off all the freckles and see, this is the other thing I don't like is it says, "Oh, turn off all the freckles," and yet this one has freckles. But anyway, um, 5 down in the middle. Okay, there. Uh, this one. No, it's okay. Or you mean 5 down from the top? 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. Like this one looks decent. But you said you prefer longer hair. Can always leave it like this for now while we're working on it, and you can keep looking at the hairstyles and see. 7 on the left. Oh, this one. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, I gave her fish lip. A little better. Her lips aren't going to end up looking like that. I just don't want to look at fish lips right now. Um. Okay, we were working on skin texture. So this is 12. 12 is not bad. Yeah, that is the only way to get blue skin right in the game right now. So this one could work as well. But one of the pictures you sent doesn't have the lower lid, and the other one does have a defined lower lid. Hey, there's sunspots on it. Okay. Okay. There are like aspects of a lot of these that I like, and then like certain things that I just don't. And so it's kind of hard to like nail it down. We'll bring the cheeks in. Bring the chin, jaw, back. That's the other thing that I don't like. I have a whole thread on Spectrum of a bunch of things that I would change about this. Um, but the fact that if I grab one part, it can change a whole bunch of other parts on the face that aren't even connected or are only tangentially connected. And I can't like right click on this and lock it in place and say, okay, whatever you do, don't change that. And so that's a little bit closer. We still get a little bit of the jawbone here and the cheek in the back. She doesn't look too, yeah. Um, like even right this, look, it just completely changes the shape of the jaw right there with just that much movement of my cursor. And like, I like what this does to the lower jaw here, but then it makes the cheeks look pudgy, which is not the look we're going for right here. I think if the people who designed the character creator spent more time using it, there might be some changes that they'd make. I'd also like to be able to like independently edit the upper and lower lip. So a larger upper lip, like a more of a bow. You can tell it's super intuitive. like you go in one direction and it's going the way you want it to, and then all of a sudden, not anymore. There, we got the cheekbones back, jawline. Maybe mess a little bit with, no, I don't really want to touch the nose. I kind of like where it's at. It's amazing how much just a little tweak of the brow can change the face. I'm gonna put her hair up for a sec so I ears aren't bad. Don't really have a good so I can try if I move the mouth up or out a little bit, like yep, I see what you're saying. It does look a little bit pushed back. So we'll go here and then try that. It's not bad. Definitely more striking. What do you think of that chin right there? Still has a nice straight jawline. Um, and do you want her eyes to be brown or dark or purple or green, red? Can't go quite purple. It can almost get there, but blood red. Not really. Gotcha. Okay. Like that is a dark green right there. Like about as dark green as you can get. Start getting into like almost blue green towards blue, but dark tends to be more in kind of the brown region. Okay. I mean, there is like blue, there's almost a blue gray kind of, or like a more bright or a darker blue. Oh, you can almost get white. That is kind of a dark hazel. Grayish blue to super dark. Anyway, you can always play with this whenever, so I can leave it at a specific one. More white, okay. Right there. Cool. And then we're almost to the point where we're gonna start putting on some makeup and stuff. Okay. Yep. Go back to here that we had here. You know, this looks a lot more blue than I had it before. Darker purple. You want it like almost violet, fading it up to more of a brighter purple. Like, yeah, well, if you click out of the advanced hair and then back into it, it will totally change things. I'm gonna put this one up here, and I'm this one more. And we'll gradient. So if we move them really close together, you get this kind of almost a solid transition. And then you can change where that takes place, moving them further down. So this is towards the tips, and this would be like just this outer edge here, taking my petals. Um, that up there is almost invisible what it's changing right now. Hold on. Okay. So we have a basically a brighter and a darker purple. That's about halfway to the tips. Okay. Bring this even down more, kind of into our purple reds. Like that. A little bit of variation into it to give it some highlights. My hair back in. So the picture here, let me see if I can zoom into it. I guess up here you can kind of see. So you see up in the top here, there's more of like the purple blue that we have here, and then out at the edges we do have the highlights. Yeah, let's pull that back in a little bit. How's that? Is that too much? Cool. And yeah, you saw what I did. It was literally just over here on this far edge. And if you just click it, you can change. And then you can also change how far it fades up and down with this slider. And this is how long the fade is. So if you bring it all the way here, it's a pretty instant transition right at this line. And if you bring it all the way further out, then it transitions that fade all the way to the end. Like if you want it to be a little bit more abrupt change right at the tips here. So this is more purple, you can do that. And then like if you wanted to bring the fade all the way up, you could bring it all the way up like that. Right now we have about halfway. Okay. So styling. Oh, first we're gonna give her her tan back. Is that too tan or how do you feel about that? Actually, yeah, this I'm not liking the jaw here anymore. I think I might have messed with that. Hold on. She has a strong jaw and strong chin. She doesn't have like if you look up here, there's not this larger area at the base of the jaw. Maybe if I push that all the way back and then bring the chin back down, little better. Okay. Well, when we put the makeup on, you'll get also a little bit better feel for things. Do you want it to be kind of purple lipstick or a little bit more red, but still kind of a touch of it? Um, there's all sorts of different like patterns and stuff you can put on it. It almost put You do not have to do purple lipstick, by the way. I'm just messing around. It is kind of nice to give it some coordination, and she does have kind of dark lips there. But it can be a little more natural colored. fade that down a little bit. Okay. So this right here is kind of your overcoat, which is 3. So we'll try leaving that in purple or in blue maybe. And we'll bring this back over. Okay, this is your center. And is 2 your outline? Yeah. Bring this kind of more in line with your skin tone. You also don't want to make her look like she's skating. That kind of gives it a purple shimmer over the top. Back this off just a little bit. It still has a touch of blue shimmer, but it is still mostly like pink lip colored. And then I can also turn the shine down if you want and make it that's all matte or kind of in the middle. And then if the shine's all the way up, this is the difference in the metallic. It's subtle. Especially when we're working with these colors. Like if I turn it all the way up, I guess this is a good way for you to kind of get the patterns. So that's just the bottom lip highlighted. That is the outsides with a spatter on the middle and then the inside. This is an outline, the entire lips, and then a circle. This is, oh, is this all? This is overcoat, kind of. And then the outline and then the center, but with more of a highlight on the lower lip. That is kind of an even coverage with a harsh outline, which is 2. Yeah. And yeah, all of these can be more or less subtle. Oh, right there? Okay, do you want more? Do you have more smoothness on there? Yep. There are several different options. I like the shoot, what do they call them? Cat eyes with the tips here, the wings. But the problem is that like this one, they draw it at a weird angle. This one can be good, and she does have kind of dark makeup there. Um, but we can always tune down what the colors are. So if we go into advanced here, we have kind of the same options. So we can go is our eyeshadow. And so she has a little bit of shadow, but it's a lot more lighting than anything. So like, go, maybe leave it there. We'll pull this upper highlight. We probably kind of want to go more subtle there, and then most of this, if you were going to use this one, let me grab it, be the dark. So we can say, okay, like both of them dark. So probably not this one. It's a little bit goth. On. See, in this one, I kind of like that little kind of purple effect that we got going on there. Again, you still have your metallic finish and your smoothness if you want it shiny versus flat. Um, and then your makeup opaque mess with. See, and I also wish we could like darken up the eyebrows with like eyebrow pencil and stuff like that, but I think her skin is a little bit more tan in this one. Check the other images that you sent. And one of them, she looks very white. One of them, she looks like either maybe Middle Eastern or Latina. And then the other one, she looks like almost goth white. And this one, kind of ambiguous. So yeah, it's up to you, whatever skin tone you want. Darker? Okay. So like tan or like, I don't know how light I'm showing up in the screen, but like more my skin color. Okay. And again, like every single skin texture changes the way that each of these is applied, which doesn't make it easy, but we do what we can. You feel that that looks decent, or does it clash? Oh, now I changed the eye makeup. There's a white spot. But yeah, we can still change the eye makeup. How does the skin tone look to you right now? Looks whiter when I'm looking at my stream than it does my character creator too. Okay, we go back. I like that. I kind of like that one. That's a pretty decent tan, but a different shade. Mm-hmm. This is close. It also depends on what they're lighting her with too. Um, Sometimes her skin appears like more yellowish, and sometimes her skin appears more pinkish. Kind of a neutral. And it opened up the IMDb page instead of the image. Patch still hasn't dropped yet. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like I tried to with reshade make my characters look closer to how they look in game. But like here, we'll put it to where I had it. Was it over on? Kind of close like that. I'll get into game right now and I'll show you. You can kind of see what it looks like here. I'll save this first. So, here's a trick for everyone who hasn't used the character creator a lot. Go to styling, go to piercings, or you save, because you can click through this menu and change like the hair and whatnot, and then go back. There's nothing to click on in this part of the menu there. We'll go and accept that, and then you'll get to see what she looks like. And hopefully I logged out in a place with decent lighting. I don't remember. Honestly, I might be in a C2 right now. Which I guess they have different lighting that we can change with the Switch. I think there's a warmer and a cooler lighting option. Turn on the red emergency lighting. Yep, I'm in a C2. Open. Where's the light switch? So you can definitely see all the face and the hair right now. Uh, oh, I have face mapping on. So like right here, it looks pretty good. I can get closer to the bed. Nope. Okay. Now we're in kind of more neutral lighting. Oh, that's hilarious. Sorry. So that's like in bright lighting. And this is like one of the Tanner options that we picked. But we are in kind of a more bright fluorescent versus incandescent lighting. There's like almost what you'd see under direct sunlight. Thought there were more light switches in here. All the lights off. Ah, there is the nighttime mode. Emergency mode. Also not helping. Yep, we're in a rave. How about that? Lay down. She keeps putting her head up. So I guess that is probably about as close as we're gonna get to like neutral, and it changed my neutral lighting. It's not like overpoweringly bright. Literally just keeps moving her head up. Okay. And back inside the head. Mm. Someone in chat just said CIG knows how I love my 4.0 because they've been talking about sauteing it all day. Come on. So here's like, that's like one shade-ish lighter. And again, you can always mess around with it. It's like right in this band. I don't know if you can see that color band on your monitor. And then I don't know if I got feedback on the eye makeup. Did you have a specific like type of outline you like? There's none. There is just eyeliner. There's eyeliner with cat eye, and then it gets more dark from there. Yeah. Do you want me to do the eye makeup first and then do the eyes, or do you want me to do the eyes first and then come back to eye makeup? Okay. Back. So again, there's just eyeliner. There's eyeliner with some shadow and cat eye, which looks pretty close to what you have in that picture there. And then we can stick with purple. Okay. Let's go back. So this is the one we're on. This is changing the tail up a little bit. This is similar to the first one, or the first one with like actual eyeliner on. And then it just gets a little bit larger. So not the up wings, not those. That is larger just with wings, and that is larger up wings. So it's either this or this probably. And I wish we had again the more options to do different, less preset, but we can either just go straight black. Okay, maroon rather than purple. Gotcha. Okay. Here, straight black for the, and then this one. There's purple. Hold on. Go kind of. Come on, it keeps dropping it. Kind of hard to hit that like mid red without going straight to black or going through brown. Right there. Uh, Probably want less shiny. Not sure how you feel about metallic. Maybe browner? Okay. Fine. Yeah. Split up. So that looks like almost like the shadow is like a metallic dark purple. Let me see. Oh, so more like there. I know we have a little bit of a delay. Okay. We'll keep it there for now. Then what is our... Actually, that was kind of an interesting effect right there. Getting a little bit of a gold highlight in the middle of the purple. I don't know how you feel about the Lakers. But we can also put a little bit of red into that to hit more of the maroon you were looking for. So if I put it white, you can see what we're changing here. Right in this upper area here. That gives it a little bit of that red, and then you have the rest of the purple that's kind of fading to black. Oh, come on. Wait. 2, 1. It doesn't do a lot. You see more of it with contrast. Let me see if I turn facial recognition on. On. Oh, I turned off. The camera's on, but it's not calibrated for some reason. Back in black. Like there, you can kind of see a little bit of a highlight in orange, or it's very subtle in kind of the green range. You get a strong one in blue because it's kind of acting like a multiplier. And then you get kind of a strong effect in the red and the pink area. Yeah, I don't know if there's really a way to like get rid of it completely, but if I drop it up into black, you don't see it much. That look good? Cool. And then haven't put any cheek makeup on yet. You have your standard high, full cheek contour. So this right here, depending on like if I go into advanced, you can see it will change how much the cheekbones pop depending on how much I put it in. And so like if you go back to like at a distance, you can see the cheekbones look a lot more highlighted. And back on. So my favorites to use are either this one or this one. This one seems like a bit overdone, even if you fade it out. And it doesn't really have a contouring effect. So it really just depends on like which parts of the face you want to accentuate. And we can always play with like if it's here, then it's almost neutral. You can bring it to like full opacity and then like bring it out to there, and that has like almost a flattening effect on the face, which is not what we're looking for, but it's interesting that you can hit that. Uh, there's like a little bit of blush, even more subtlety there. In the picture you provided, she has some contouring under the cheekbones, but it also hits kind of the mid. Let's see, yeah, so kind of like that. See if I put it up there and then fade it. So there's with none, there's with a little bit. How's that looking? There's going back to just the contour. There's a little bit on the cheeks as the one on the right. So again, it depends on kind of what you're going for, and there's a lot you can do to play with it. But I tend to use this one, and then if I just want it to be a little bit less um, extreme, then I'll just drop the opacity down. But that's what it looks like at a distance. You can see that it's definitely there. And do you want her to have tattoos or piercings or anything? The one on the left. Yes. Cheeks. And again, right now we just have it as like a pink blush. You can mess around with the colors a little bit. Sure. It's very subtle if I bring the color down. But there's a slight purple reflection back. Difference between this one and this one is that it hits this upper um zygomatic arch here. I guess the zygomatic's like right here, so it's a little bit back towards almost where the mandible inserts here. But that is, come on, let's zoom all the way in. That is this one here. I don't know if you like that one better. This one doesn't go all the way back to the ear. This one does. So if you're going with this one anyway, I would say choose between these and see which one you like in which position. Get it to shimmer purple. And then we're going back to eye shape. And you wanted her eyes to be a little bit more like that. Inner or outer? I'm assuming you mean outer. There. You have the corner higher. Do you still want more of a squint? Also, I have no idea where she's looking right now. Yeah, I was almost there. Well, there's your piercing gaze. I'm not sure if that's exactly what you're looking for. Kind of condescending. Oh, and your ship. And your dog likes her more too. Cool. We'll go ahead and save it. On. Hell yeah. She'll leave the Intrepid. Okay. I will get you this file and the other one as well. And patch needs to drop like now. Come on. Oh, that's funny. Knight Rider just said, and you're all off topic. In testing chat because earlier he was talking about banning people from testing chat. Um, anyway, here and I'll load me up. Yeah, people were not following the rules and we're getting off topic. And he's like, I've been really, really nice to you guys. Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's 12 hours ago is when they updated the message of the day. And let me see. Last we heard, they were on. Wikipedia's away. Let me see what his last messages were. We want all communities testing chat. Still working on the build. This is 2 hours ago. We're going to go with a new mesh setup. 46500, 4 Stanton, 6 Pyro. Not seeing anything else. Oh, 3 hours ago. I just hit the mark for 3 hours ago as the last time he messaged. We'll see. Anyway, here is me. Is this the most recent one? This one might not be the most recent. There. This is my most recent one. Obviously not perfect, but that is the closest I could get to my hair. None of the other ones really hit as curly as my hair is. And I have a couple other versions that I've made where it's like that or whatever. I'm not looking in the right direction. There. So apparently you're supposed to be able to scan in with a Toby. I have a Toby. They don't it doesn't work for me. I've tried all of the tutorials and whatever online. But yeah, you're supposed to be able to scan in with the Toby. Anyway. Cool. What was my next? I got you your two. Let me upload those right now. Honestly, I'm good with them selling whatever they can get cash for, as long as it is sold in an ethical way and it does not pay to win. I really like the new system that they're going with, the crafting and everything, where we'll be able to like upload and whatever. Not upload, upgrade. And that means that like everyone can get their stock ship. But they all have the option to like spend time in game and make it the best version of whatever your favorite ship. Hmm. Should all be in live. Show. Yeah. I'm not worried at all about that. I have earned every single ship that I own multiple times for a UEC. Um, and yep. Cool. Well, I'm gonna cut the stream. I'll get you these files, and thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, I would really appreciate that. And I might stream 4.0 tonight, but mostly what I've been doing is just jumping anyway. And most people only want to watch that so much. So you take care.